Hi, I'm Justin Rogers Cooper, a writing fellow here at LaGuardia Community College, and today I'm going to interview a very special guest, Dr. Gerald H. Meyer of the Math, Engineering, and Computer Science Department, where he is Director of the Computer Science Program. So Jerry, what were some of your expectations coming into the WID program?
Justin, to be honest, I really didn't know what to expect from the WID program when I came in on day one. And while I was always a big advocate of incorporating writing into all of our technology courses, because I know from personal experience, having worked in industry, just how important it is to be able to write in order to move up in your career, we never really did it justice. We always paid lip service to writing, but we never did it justice. So I was kind of excited about learning how we could really incorporate it in a more formal way. However, I did have concerns because rumors had it that there was an 8 to 10 page research paper required in a WID course. And naturally, I worried about finishing the syllabus. Would this hurt our ability to finish the syllabus? Because the work in our capstone course in particular is very, very tough. It's tough on the students. The concepts are not easy. So the added burden of having to write about what they're doing, I thought might just put them over the top. As it turns out, the results were phenomenal. We just managed to finish all but maybe this much of the syllabus. And at the same time, they not only had the experience of doing a successful 8 to 10 page research paper, but we gave them a lot of opportunities to do free writing. So they really did bone up on their writing as a result of my WIDing the syllabus and incorporating the WID techniques into the course. So I'm really thrilled as to the results of the experiment.
So Jerry, I'm curious, what did students writing in a math and computer science classroom look like?
As you know, there were many WID strategies that I incorporated into my classes that were WIDed. In particular, the use of the free write and the staged assignment. The free write I found particularly useful for a number of reasons. One is that it gave students an opportunity to write about what they learned, and in so doing, they very often realized that they weren't clear about what they learned. And some of them, by writing about what they learned, first understood it better. Also, it was another added benefit. As a result of my reading the free writes, I was able to assess whether or not students were learning about particular topics. So, for example, when we did sorting algorithms, I might have said, please explain the difference between selection sort and bubble sort, and write about it. And they were able to do so. And as far as the staged assignment, it gave every student in the class an opportunity to do research far above the level that one would normally expect in the undergraduate years in computer science, especially in a two-year college. So the kind of work they did really required going to the library, looking at articles, looking at books, running programs on their own that were benchmarking many different sorting algorithms, and then in the conclusion section, asking the kinds of questions real researchers might ask. What didn't I do? What might be an area that I could continue to study in? What's an open question that we haven't answered? So I was really impressed with the students' work. I wish I, as a student, had that kind of opportunity to do such a research project.
Jerry, imagine you're talking to an incoming WID faculty member who's about to experience the large and small groups. What do you think is the most important thing that they need to know?
Justin, I really would tell incoming faculty that the small groups is where you're going to share your ideas and really incorporate ideas of other faculty as to the free writing, as to the staged assignment, as to other WID techniques, as to kinds of grading. I mean, that's where you really get the nitty-gritty. But the large groups are very important too, because there are some general concepts that aren't covered in this small group, and some of the large groups really played a particularly vital role. For example, there was one large group session on the use of technology that I found very valuable. So I think it's a combination of both. They both have their values. I think more important probably to me was the small group, but not to diminish the large group.
I'm wondering how you're going to use the WID techniques in your own pedagogy going forward into the future. And if you don't mind me asking, in an ideal world, what would you have happen in the computer science program as a whole?
Personally, I'm so impressed with the success that I've had in WIDing the capstone class that I have already adopted many of the WID techniques in all the courses I teach. However, it would be taking it one step further to require that all faculty WID all courses. That might be just a little too much, but a compromise might be to WID the introductory course and the capstone course, and then in between use some WID techniques. That's probably the direction I'm going to push for as a director of computer science.
Jerry, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. I want to extend to you a special thanks from me, from the WID program, the directors Jim Wilson and Marion Arkin, and our small group leader Karen Miller, and just give you a round of applause one more time. It was terrific to work with you, and thanks so much for your time today.
Well, actually, it's my pleasure, and the feeling is mutual. I really don't think I could have done it without you, Justin, without your constant guidance, so I thank you.